Your next bout is 3 5-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing first, your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 4 wins and no losses. He stands 160 centimeters tall and weighs already 56.65 kilograms. Representing Team Lakay and fighting out of Baguio City in the Philippines, welcome, Yomar Paak. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a mixed martial artist making his MMA debut. He stands 168 centimeters tall and weighs already 57.1 kilograms. Representing KHK MMA and fighting out of Manama, Bahrain, give it up for Hussain Ayyad. Your referee is Nakia Melody.
Well, here we go. Let's kick things off here. Nakia Melody in this flyweight bout. Don't blink. These guys are super fast. Hussain Ayyad out of Bahrain and KHK MMA taking on the always scrappy Yomar Paak. Yomar Paak in the red. Maki in the black with the yellow, white, and red trim.
Cyrus Maki came out of the IMMAF World Championships where he made it to the semifinals. He's going to find out if those amateur skills translate well to the professional ranks.
No doubt. You talk about how important the IMAFs really are and how big that has blossomed just in the last few years. Of course, the World Championships were in Bahrain last year. They're going to be in Bahrain once again. How big is the IMAF for preparing these fighters to go pro?
They, of course, are doing a terrific job of preparing debuting fighters like this, but IMMAF is an incredible organization in their own right, and they absolutely are going to get MMA into the Olympics, and that will be the single greatest thing that happened in my lifetime in combat sports.
Yeah, no, I got to agree with you on that one. That is such a huge accomplishment. Right now, Hussain Ayyad looking very, very comfortable with Paak up against the fence. Yomar Paak, of course, out of that Team Lakay group. So many great fighters out of there. Jeremy Pakatu, of course, we know him very well. You'll see him later on this evening. And then, of course, our bantamweight champion, Stephen Lohman. And what a takedown by Yomar Paak.
Yomar tried to plant him by dropping him on his head. Hussain has some choices now. He may try to make it to standing. He may try and get to guard. And he's chosen the latter. Now we're going to see what he does from guard. He has about 6 basic things he can try: stand, reverse, strike. Looks like he's going to start with some striking.
Yomar Paak here on top, and he is, of course, coming off of 4 straight wins. 2 wins under the Brave banner. Last time we saw him was a win over Atif Mohammed. That was a split decision victory back at Brave Combat Federation number 4. For that, Haider Farman at Brave 2. A unanimous decision. So this is a guy that can go the distance and play the game how it's supposed to be played. Very strategic. Gets the points when he needs to. And definitely has made a huge splash in this flyweight division. And he wants to put his name in the mix. And coming off of 4 straight wins, you definitely have to get him in there for title conversation soon.
Yomar is a very, very smart fighter. He took his fighter down. He held him for a while. He knew the crowd and the judges going to want to see some striking. He postured back, wasn't able to stay on top. And the fight's back to standing, where I think he's fairly comfortable.
Trying to look for that takedown. But unable to complete the takedown. Hussain Ayyad, he has him on his posterior here, but I don't know if that's going to be counted as a full takedown as Yomar Paak tries to rise to his feet here in Jakarta, Indonesia.
Hussain Iron Maki from Bahrain looks like he's finalized the takedown. Once he clears his head, you may see him start to throw some strikes.
Still to come this evening, guys, is Eldar Eldarov. Big lightweight battle as he and Brian Huey battled out in our main event. And in the co-main, Tahar Hadbi and Jarrah El Salawi. Two humongous fights, and that is not all. Still plenty more. Another 10 fights after this. A stacked card from the bottom to the top.
Iron Maki is showing some good attacks from top. He seems to be shutting down Jomar's game to a fairly significant extent. There's plenty enough action here, so the referee is not going to stand him up.
Nakia Melody, of course, a fantastic official out of Australia, has traveled the world, a very, very trusted official in the game. Final seconds of this one as being bullied around here is Jomar Pak. And there we go. That round is finished. Jomar Pak putting up a great fight, but I think it really comes down to Hussain Ayyad dominating, pushing him up against the fence, great on the ground, and we've seen already in this fight the judges really appreciate that.
That was a textbook example of cage control. Iron Maki controlled the fight up against the cage, took his opponent down. He did take some punishment during that, but I think they're going to give him this one 10-9.
What a battle. You take a look at the replay, but that's what's going to be at the end. You're not landing a lot. But when you end on that on-top position, it's a close round. It usually goes to the fighter that ended up on top. As we go into round number 2, there's 3 minutes, three rounds, 5-minute rounds.
And Cyrus, what you saw right there was the Prince of Bahrain carrying a spit bucket. That is truly a man of the people.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You're talking about a guy that just came off of his first ever boxing match as he got the decision victory. It takes a lot of guts to kind of come out of your comfort zone and to do a thing like fighting, especially when you're so high up in the government and you have such a big position of influence. To go in there and fight, it takes a lot of guts, because if you lose, you know, maybe that doesn't look so good. But that's never been a problem for Sheikh Khalid. This is a guy that goes out there and wants to prove himself.
Sheikh Khalid is a man of extraordinary character, no doubt.
Right down the middle, Hussain Maki and Jomar Pak with his back up against the fence once again.
Jomar wants to look to clear, make a little bit of space, return to his striking game, but he's being dominated in the clinch and dominated on the ground by Iron Maki.
Iron Maki Tyson. In the corner, Hussain Maki. I didn't even get a chuckle for that.
That earned a chuckle. I ran it through my head twice.
You evaluated it and thought, no, this isn't going to work. I'll go back to the drawing board. Thanks, Kirik. Hashtag it, guys. I know you out there with your social media, got your device in your hand. Make sure you're hashtagging on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, letting everybody know that you are watching Brave Combat Federation number 12. That's hashtag BraveCF12. And a big shout out to all of our fantastic partners. They are so important to what we do everywhere that we go. It's having great partners that allows us to bring the fights all over the world.
The referee told the fighters he wanted to see a little more action, and he got it. Iron Maki Tyson has the takedown. Now he's in top side control.
You're using it. You don't approve of it, but you use it. Well, he really wants to get that transition right now to Hussain Maki. But great job with the legs. Great defense by Jomar Pak.
Little shout out to the referee, too. He thought the action had slowed a little bit. He spoke to the fighters, and they responded appropriately.
Continuing to dominate here is Hussain Maki, and Jomar Pak just doesn't seem to have an answer. You know, almost remind you of the Nurmagomedov fight, just the relentlessness, the drive that we're seeing out of Hussain Maki right now. Not giving up, going for the transitions. It just seems like there's nothing Jomar Pak can do that's going to slow down Hussain Maki.
Jomar trying some wrestling of his own now.
That's something we've seen from the Lakai guys, is they do like to use the different techniques. I think at one point a lot of people thought that they were only stand-up fighters, but they've really added a nice little wrestling game, as you can see.
I couldn't agree more. They did start off as, I believe, wushu-based strikers, and they have absolutely added a sophisticated wrestling game to their arsenal. I still think, though, they show the greatest love for the sport when they're striking.
Just dragging Pak back down to the ground, looking for that full mount up against the fence. He's going to go underneath the neck, and that might be all she wrote for Jomar Pak. Can he survive? Flattened out. This has to be it.
Broken down. He's lost his leverage. Breathing becomes very close to impossible here.
Can Hussain Maki bring a big victory back to the Kingdom of Bahrain?
The choke is threatening more and more. We've got an escape, frying pan,
and here
fire.
we go. This is it. Maki trying to end the fight. He doesn't want to go to decision. I think that's very clear.
Has absolutely answered that question. He's not just ready for the pro rank, but I think he's ready to dominate.
Well, can you feel it out here, guys? A big, big round. Jomar Pak of the Philippines taking on the Kingdom of Bahrain's Hussain Maki. It's Brave 12 KHK Legacy. Man that is very, very much in with KHK Legacy is Hussain Maki. Big opportunity for him to prove himself.
In that initial flurry, Maki showed that high-level striking the Team Laque is known for. Started off with a body straight right to the body. Unfortunately, he's been dropped to the ground once again, where he's not able to execute his favorite techniques.
Well, they do. You're absolutely right. Love that ground game. It's something they absolutely preach. But you definitely have to have all facets to get to the highest level in this sport. You can't be half-stepping it. You can't only know a few disciplines. You need to know all the disciplines and how to defend them. Right now, Hussain Maki is showing you how to do it.
Maki is wisely pulling his opponent away from the fence where he's got a little bit more room to work, a little more room to try and get to top mount, where he can really let his striking and submission skills reign free.
I'm so impressed here with Hussain Maki, and especially against a guy like Pac that's so durable. Doesn't like to go away, doesn't like to tap out. Right hand, left hands.
Those knees to the body are brutal, as you could just see.
So effective, and not enough fighters use them. But going after the body, using those knees, can be a crusher.
Maki is just relentless. He's relentless with his forms of top control. He continually is beginning to threaten with a submission. He's throwing the knees, the punches, the push elbows. He's also not just slowly, but quickly sucking the energy out of his opponent under these television lights.
I mean, it's hot enough as it is in there. To have somebody controlling you and pulling you all around the cage, you're absolutely right.
It's a little tiring just to stand in there and talk. To have an IMMAF World Championship semifinalist on top of you is nothing short of misery.
Trying to get that back, landed big right hands. Can Hussain Maki bring another victory home here for KHK MMA? This is a scrap. It's not real pretty, but it's effective.
This is something like a drowning.
That's a perfect analogy.
The heat, the weight, the pressure of the hips on the ribs, the choke attempts, all like that. Cut into the body's ability to get in oxygen.
Jomar Pac just turning into a punching bag. Big elbows, big punches. Can we get the stoppage? And
Time!
We do. There it is. What a win for Hussain Maki. That was incredible. Fantastic win there by Maki.
The Prince himself is carrying the winner out around the ring.
It's a fantastic exhibition on how to do it here in MMA. Obviously, a lot of refining is going to be needed for Hussain Maki, but he most definitely put up a fantastic fight in this one, took it to the next level, as you can see in the replay. Take a look at the replay, more punishment. The replay is over. Let's send it up to Carlos Kramer for the official decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, another incredible fight. This one comes to a stop at 4 minutes and 4 seconds of the very second round, third round, excuse me. This is a TKO, ref stoppage due to strikes for your winner, Hussain Maki.
Well done, Hussain Maki.
Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man in mixed martial arts with a professional record of 4 wins and 3 losses. He stands 160 centimeters tall and weighs already 56.5 kilograms. Your referees Helmi Mendoza.
Here we go.
This crowd is bringing an Irish or a Brazilian level of fervor to this fight. Seconds away. It's on!
What I expect Hussain to do is put the pressure on early, because from footage I've watched, Muhammad Abu Ali doesn't deal particularly well with being pressured early.
Oh,
Oh, but he's throwing out the strikes. Hussain Ayyad initiates the clinch.
Illegal knee, but illegal elbow, but didn't land cleanly.
Nice hook on the break from Hussain. Slipping the punches of Muhammad.
Hussain stalking, starting to find the range with his hands.
May take the back here.
Oh! That's how to deal with a takedown attempt in this sport.
Hussain Ayyad landing heavy ground and pound right now.
this could be over.
He may look to isolate an arm in the crucifix position.
Iron Ayyad has so many directions he can take this right now.
Oh, transition from Muhammad Abu Ali.
Beautiful reversal. Now we get to see Iron's guard.
Muhammad grabs the wrist, maybe looking to set up a triangle choke. Hussain intelligently defends by wrapping his arms around his opponent.
Sweet stand up.
Oh, nice one too from Muhammad. Oh, big strikes being landed by Hussain.
Muhammad looking to sweep the leg. Oh, landed a nice punch there on the break.
Oh, big strikes being landed by Hussain Ayyad. The referee's taking a long look at this.
It may be very hard to get off the floor now.
Big ground and pound by Hussain Ayyad. The guard's wide open. I would like to see Hussain maybe sit back a little bit on posture. Sit back a little bit posture and land that heavy striking game.
But here we see Hassan Muhammad looks a little bit too comfortable again in this guard. He needs to get a little bit more active.
Needs to open the guard, shift the hips, and throw up something, an armbar.
There you go.
There's the armbar. He's setting that armbar up.
Armbar was denied. It won't come again from that side until that knee is down.
Hussain doing the right thing and following the hip, staying square with Muhammad Abu Ali. Attempted the armbar again, but gets a shot in the face for his troubles.
Oh!
Massive elbow by Hussain Ayyad. Oh! These shots are thunderous. Hussain just has to be careful and not overreach. Muhammad Abu Ali trying to set up the knee bar.
He's got 90 seconds to find it here.
Hips are too low. Hips are not going to cause a tap in this situation.
Hussain can get his left leg on the backside of Muhammad Abu Ali and use that to push away. But he seems calm. He doesn't seem to be in any real danger right now.
I think he's going to stand up and punch him in the face.
Oh, big shots being landed again. Just shot after shot. Oh, beautiful passing of the guard, sweeping the legs and landing a thunderous right hand. Knee on belly, transitions to the full mount.
Full mount now.
Oh, this could be game over, guys.
He's got 40 seconds to work with.
Strike after
He's
strike.
not stopping.
Oh, that's it.
Stop. It's
Oh!
over. There he is.
Take a by Hussain Ayyad with an absolute clinic. Rapturous applause from the young man here. takes the congratulations from Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa.
Iron Ayyad getting a royal congratulation. Props to Hussain Abu Ali for staying in there as long as he could. Didn't take the easy way out and tap out.
Yeah, that's a really big win for Hussain Ayyad, as you said, coming off that loss in Abu Dhabi, to gather that momentum again, and in such a devastating fashion against a really dangerous jiu-jitsu player.
Absolutely. Good for Hussain. He's back in the win column. He'll be looking to get busy again and getting active in our very heavy stacked flyweight division.
And Youssef, there's nothing more for us to do right now than hand it over to the veteran voice of Brave Combat Federation, Mr. Carlos Kramer.
Ladies and gentlemen, another explosive fight. This ends at 4 minutes and 27 seconds of the first round by a TKO due to strikes from KHK MMA and the Kingdom of Bahrain. Give it up for Iron Hussain Ayyad. Ladies and gentlemen, this next classic bout is 3 5-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 2 wins and 2 losses. He stands 169 centimeters tall and weighs already 57.1 kilograms. Representing KHK MMA Bahrain and fighting out of the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain. Give it up for Iron Hussain Ayyad. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 3 wins and 1 loss. He stands 170 centimeters tall and weighs already 56.7 kilograms. Representing Fightworks MMA and fighting out of the Philippines. Give it up for Jason the Python Vergara. Your referee is Thomas Fan.
Brave Combat Federation has afforded Iron Ayyad an opportunity to fight all over the world, and now his opponent is getting an opportunity to fight the world.
Man, look eager to go. Second fight of the night. Let's go.
Characteristic touch of hands, always great sportsmanship in the Brave Combat Federation cage.
Jason Vergara more commonly competed at 115 pounds, so less of a weight cut for him, which could impact positively. But both men are throwing heavy leather at each other right off the bat.
I am loving this. No feeling out period here.
Hussain Ayyad using his strikes well just to get in there, but then Jason Vergara living up to the moniker of the Python, trying to set up a guillotine. Good wrist control from Hussain Ayyad there. Again, just finds a little bit of space there, throws a knee right up the middle. Great cage pressure being shown here by Hussain Ayyad. Vergara does the right thing by digging in for an underhook.
There is a reason they call that man Iron. You saw it right there. Look at that strength.
Just in the blink of an eye, Carrick. Now let's transition into full side control and does so. Knee on belly. We can see mount straight away. Fantastic work from Hussain Ayyad. May posture and land heavy strikes here. Has taken the back with both hooks in. Great work there to be aware of it by Jason Vergara. Just turns in expertly. But oh, Hussain Ayyad with the Kimura.
Throwing the legs up, looking for a triangle. Securing the foot, he's got control of the head.
If he gets that leg just flush across the ship, maybe underhooks
It's
the leg.
close.
Oh, he gets the top!
It is over!
Unbelievable.
Hussain Ayyad!
Unbelievable ground game. A real evolution in his game being shown there by Hussain Ayyad. Went through, I don't know, maybe about 3 different types of submissions there in about 10 seconds. Went from the back take to the Kimura to the triangle. Used the Kimura to set up the triangle. There he goes. That is deep. Pulls down on the head expertly and forces the tap from Jason Vergara. As clean a performance as you can get in the first round in Brave Combat Federation.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what an explosive end to this second fight of the night. This one comes to an end at 1 minute and 31 seconds of the very first round. Tap out by triangle choke for your winner, Iron Hussain Ayyad! From Cage Cage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your first fight of the night is 3 5-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of no wins and 1 loss. He stands 172 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 56.4 kilograms. Representing Watford, UK, and Team Crossface from England. Give it up for Mitchell Johnson. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 3 wins and 2 losses. He stands 169 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 56.5 kilograms. Representing KHK MMA in the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain. Give it up for Iron Hussain Ayyad. Your referee is Leon Roberts.
Gentlemen, we are about to get underway. The third man in the cage is Leon Roberts. Boys, I am excited. Just waiting on the cage door to be closed. Leon Roberts.
Okay, gentlemen, first round, you ready to fight?
First time we'll keep the fighters separated, but not any longer. We're underway. Mitchell is in the red and white trunks, and Ayyad is in the black. And Mitchell opening up with that inside leg kick and showing some luck straight away. The second kick just gets caught, and he's on his back momentarily.
I think this is exactly where Hussain wants to fight. He wants to take the center. He wants to set Mitchell up against the cage and then shoot in. But he's getting, there's the shot. He needs to be wary of the neck. There's a potential guillotine here.
You can see Ayyad was just using that distance and threw that right hand on the chest of Johnson, but he was just using it, Kirk, all that while to close the distance, moving into side control here.
What you're seeing here is the fruits of all the wrestling that Iron has been working on. He took his opponent down, allowed him to stand up, could have leapt on top of him with a Superman punch, then he decided to change gears and put him down. Now he's furthering position.
Knee on belly, looking to slide across into full mount. He's got that. Mitchell tries to push off the cage using his feet.
Oh, but big elbow landed there from Hussain Ayyad. He's landing strikes it well. Mitchell Johnson knew he needs to show Leon Roberts that he's intelligently defending himself. And we can hear the thud of those punches raining down.
Yeah, just beautiful, strong-handed, followed the roll, the elbow over and landed big shots here. And Johnson's certainly going to have to show something. He's trying to book here, but Hussain Ayyad is looking for the finish.
Leon Roberts is taking a long, hard look at this, but they were hellacious elbows being landed.
Big shots, wasting no time. Is Ayyad Iron by name, iron by nature here, landing big elbows from the top.
Mitchell needs to move. He needs to get himself to a hip and shrimp up. He can't lie like a sitting duck in this position. These shots are getting through.
Although he is just leaving the arms up there, he's absorbing a lot, and them elbows will cause big damage if one gets through. But Ayyad is staying calm as well here, Kirk. He's not rushing, he's being selective in his shots.
Ayyad is fighting a perfect fight. I don't believe it's going to go on much longer. That backdoor escape is low percentage. You see a beautiful transition.
Looking for
Got the beginning of an S-mount.
He's trying to set up the triangle.
Triangle is being set up here.
He set that up beautifully. He used it from the mounted position to catch it, and now he's just locking up the legs. He needs to cut a slight angle across the shoulder blades a little bit more, but he's pulling down on that hard.
Just pulling the head down, maybe needs to cut an angle here. There was just a slight warning for shots to the back of the head there by Leon Roberts, but as he was saying that, Hussain Ayyad was moving and trying to set up this triangle choke.
I'd like to see Hussain Ayyad try and underhook the leg to try and get a little bit more leverage.
There's the top! Just as you said it at 230! The squeeze! That will show you, Kerry. The squeeze that is there by Hussain Ayyad. You were saying you were more excited for this fight than any other. Steve, he lived up to expectations today.
Everything I hoped for and knew it was going to be. That was the wrestling setting up the submission with some beautiful striking at it. And that is mixed martial art.
And Phil was something that he's done. You've seen the position. He was on top of the position now, landing shots and elbows. You've seen Johnson was covering up, not offering much of a defense, but Elliott wasn't happy to stay in that position. He wanted to change. He looked for that triangle, and boy did he get it.
What Hussain Ayyad did so expertly there was give Mitchell Johnson just enough space to leave an opening for S-mount and transition into the triangle. That is now Hussain Ayyad's second triangle in a row, illustrating what a well-rounded mixed martial artist he really is.
It's a beautiful transition. Talking to the replay here, we were a little worried for the next momentarily for Johnson, but I think he used it to step across into side control and toggle from there, the knee on belly in the mount.
That was beautiful. That knee on belly position feels like the knee is driving through your chest and coming out your back. But you see the top here. He just locked it down, created the angle. You see the slight shift in the hips there, pulling down on the head, and he left Mitchell Johnson with absolutely no option but to tap. We see the panic punches there to try and get rid. Finishes with the tap. Absolutely beautiful submission.
Hussain Ayyad is now gone and moved in more positive. Let's make it official and let's send it up to the roaring line, Carlos Kramer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what an explosive way to start Brave 24 London. Our first bout ends at 2 minutes and 29 seconds of the very first round. Submission by triangle choke for your winner from KHK MMA, Hussain Ayyad.